Good day, everyone. I'm Danica Quindoyos, your reporter. This time, we will discuss about the Bulaan tribe. The tribe. It said it is the most industrious of all the unchristianized tribes in the Philippines. This means that the Bulaan tribe have not adopted Christianity or other teachings. In the context of tribes or societies, being unchristianized means they have not undergone the process of converting to Christianity or incorporating Christians' beliefs and practices into their cultural and religious traditions. This group may follow their own indigenous or tradition belief system. Next, the Balan is a Proto-Malayan group. A Proto-Malayan group refers to an early form of the Malay ethnic group with historical ties. In the context of the Balan tribe, it indicates their cultural connections to the early Malays, while acknowledging potential distinctiveness in their development. Next, they are neighbors of the Tiboli. Being neighbors suggests that these two tribes live in proximity to each other, likely leading to cultural exchange, interactions, and shared experiences. Next, origin name of Bulaan. This indigenous group is named after two words, Bula, which means opponent, and An, which means people. So their name essentially translates to opponent people. They are also known as the Tagalakad or the dwellers in the back country, Tagakugon or dwellers in the Kugon, Buluan in Lake Buluan, Biraan or Baraan, Villains or Bilanes, Balud o Tumanaw in Sarangani Island. Next, their location. The Bilan people originally lived in the hills near the west coast of Davao Gulf. They also used to live in the Davao and Cotabato watersheds. But as time passed, some of them moved to live near the coast. Now you can find the Bilan people in different places like South Cotabato, Sarangani, Sultan Kudarat, Lutayan, and Davao del Sur. They are scattered across these areas, which means they live in different parts of these places. Next is their language, said to be the source of the name for Coronadal City from two Bulaan words, the Coron or the Kugon grass, and Nadal or plain, and for the name Marbel, which is Bulan term for the poblacion. The term is derived from Marbel, which means murky waters, referring to a river now called Marbel River. So the Coronadal City got its name because it's a place with plains where cogon grass grows, and Marbel, the town center, got its name from a river with murky or muddy waters. The name of these places have interesting origins from the language of the Bulaan people, describing the features of the land and the river in a simple and meaningful way. Next, we're going to their social structure. The Bulan is organized under the Folong. The Bulan community was ruled by Dato or chieftain known as Fulo, meaning the wise man. A Fulang is the oldest and wise man in the village with considerable amount of wealth in the form of gold, slaves, and cultural materials. The leadership is non-formal, recognizing the Fulong in the course of time by the will of people without a formal selection process or appointment. Close family ties is a core value of Bulaan society. The emphasis on close family ties within Bulaan society underscores the significance of interpersonal relationships and support networks. This core value not only strengthens familial bonds but also contributes to the overall cohesion and resilience of the community. By prioritizing strong connections among family members, Bland society fosters a sense of belonging, mutual assistance, and shared responsibility. This commitment to close family ties serve as a foundation for social stability, emotional well-being, and collective identity that endures through generations. In the social structure of the Blan tribe, first is the Folong, or the community leader. The Folong is like the captain, guiding and making decisions for the entire community. They're responsible for ensuring harmony, settling disputes, and leading the community in various matters. And next is the head of the family. This person is like the boss of the specific family unit. They make decisions for their family, provide support, and ensure the well-being of their household members. Next is the religious leaders. These individuals are like spiritual guides for the community. They conduct ritual ceremony and offer guidance on matters related to the spiritual beliefs of the Bulaan people. And last is the tribal members. These are the everyday members of the community. They contribute to the community, follow the guidance of Fulong, head of the family, and respect the teachings of the religious leaders. In essence, the Fulong leads the entire community. The head of the family takes care of individual families, and the religious leaders guide the spiritual aspects, and the tribal members work together for the well-being of the community. Next, religious belief. So in the religious belief of the Laan people, they believe on the supremacy of the great creator named Malo or Duwata. Malo or Duwata is considered the divine force responsible for the creation of order of the world. Communities attribute the existence of life, natural elements, and the overall balance of the universe to influence of Malo or Duwata. Rituals and ceremonies are conducted to honor and seek the blessings of this supreme being in their daily lives. Next is their customs. The Balaan people practice Sweden agriculture. So the Sweden agriculture, also known as slash and burn farming, involves clearing land by cutting and burning vegetations before planting crops. The burned area provide nutrient-rich ash, and this method is often used by indigenous communities for subsistence farming in tropical regions. Next, the Bulaan men wear their hair long and have tattoos on their back, chest, legs, and arms. Some of the main characteristic practiced by men and women of this tribe is the shaving of the eyebrows and the blackening of their tongues and filled incisors. These distinct characteristics play a significant role in expressing individual and collective belonging within the Bilaan tribe in the Philippines. Next, a hand-woven mat is spread on the ground or floor and is considered to be a sacred place. Next has a ritual dance. One of their well-known ritual dance is the Blit Blaan, which is the courtship dance of the imitating the movements of the male and female birds during mating season. So mating season is the specific time of the year when animals engage in behavior and activities associated with reproduction and finding mates. Next is the colorful native costumes woven from abaca and decorated with embroidery buttons, beads, and heavy brass belts, and numerous tiny bells are worn by the women of the Blaan. The sikin-like copper shells called takmon are used to give distinct design and color to their clothes. Creates the brass ornaments and traditional beadwork have their own system of weaving using abaca fiber and musical instruments like wooden lutes, flutes, and bamboo tubes with strings are used extensively with their ritual and dances. So we're going to the in the modern era of the Bulaan. The modern era, although many have adopted the ways of the modern Filipino and have been integrated into the main body politic, they still believe in and practice their indigenous rituals and customs. The Bulaan of southern Mindanao are still upholding their traditional ways of living, their values, and their distinctive culture. So in the conclusion, the Balaan of southern Mindanao persist in the practicing their indigenous rituals and customs, upholding their traditional ways of living and values, even as some embrace modern Filipino culture. Their resilience in preserving their distinctive culture highlights a harmonious coexistence between tradition and adaptation in the face of societal changes. This commitment reflects the enduring importance of their heritage within the evolving cultural landscape. And so that's all my report. Thank you.